Yes, sir.
After a wild race at Iowa Speedway last week, the day after Christmas, we are here a day or two after the New Year's. Welcome everyone to Richmond Raceway. Nope, nope, nope. After a wild race at Iowa Speedway, which saw Nick Lopez get his first win on the channel, we are here at Richmond Raceway, a very similar racetrack to Iowa, but a little bit smaller. The first race of 2024 on the channel, here to kick off the new year right for what should be a great 2024 on NS Racing 97. Let's find out at Richmond Raceway for race 4 and for the CarMax 150 for the East Series. What's up everyone, it's your boy Race 97, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to Richmond Raceway for race number 4 on the season. Past the halfway point, now almost past halfway through the season after tonight, and things are really tight in the point standings, and we are in for a show here at Richmond, and what a way to kick off 2024 on the channel, which I'm just going to be honest, I have a pretty good feeling about this year. 2023 was just good bounce that year. 2024, we have some big plans behind the scenes, obviously with JBL Cup and Power Trucks. And now, for now, we have to go through the second act of all three of the series, and I'm joined by Bonson Merrick once again. Happy New Year and welcome to Richmond Raceway.
Happy New Year to you too, Nathan. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first year of the brand new year, or welcome to the first race, rather, of the brand new year here at Richmond Raceway. And yes, like you said, this is the comeback year of the making, rather. And no better way to kick it off than here at Richmond Raceway. You can never go too wrong with Richmond Raceway, can you?
No, you cannot. This is fairly new to the channel, but we've seen a mixed bag in both JBL Cup Series races in Season 4. They were kind of, I guess, can say wreckfest. But then when the Power Truck Series came here, it was a lot calmer, still had good racing, and went caution free. So, gonna be interesting what ends up happening here. Of course, it's only 16 cars like always, but what do you think we will see out of these East Series drivers? Will it be like the JBL Cup Series and be a wreckfest, or do you think it will be like those truckers and go caution free?
Well, I definitely think that nighttime, the time when we are having this race, is definitely going to play a factor into it. Full moon out tonight, and that means that all the drivers are going to go real crazy for whatever positions they can get. But the coolness on the track is definitely going to play a factor into how they race. We definitely saw it with the Iowa race, which was absolutely fantastic. Words cannot describe how amazing that race was. Can we have a repeat here at the new year?
We very well could. Luckily here, they don't do the rear front stretch turn 4 thing where they don't smack the wall off turn 4, so that won't be a factor, but Bronson's right, the day race at Iowa for the West Series was pretty solid, but the night race for the East Series kicked it up to 5 notches, so will we see that here for these East Series rides at Richmond? We just have to wait and see. Here's the points coming into race number 4 on the season, and it is almost anybody's ball game. Jason Albert has a 1-point lead over Joe Alonso. Seth Cole is third, 2 points behind. Shane Winsoff is fourth, 3 points behind. Jack Haas and Matthew Bennett are tied for fifth, 6 points behind. Seventh is Elijah Gordon, 8 points behind. Owen Miles and Nick Lopez, the most recent winner, are tied for eighth, 12 points behind. Chase Ellis is 10th, 13 points behind. Eric Monaco and Carl Teague are tied for 11th, 14 points behind. Brad Stover is in 13th, 17 points back. Reese Michaels in 14th in points. Normally that would not be good, but she's only 18 points back. That's a whole race behind. So if she ends up winning and then Jason Abbott finishes last, and that 17 machine can make up a lot of points, and then 15th in points, Kenneth Miller, 21 points back, and Justin Perez is 16th, 26 points back. So it's still anyone's ball game. 3 races in, and we still have 14 out of the 16 drivers with a shot at this championship. And on the pole, it's Chase Harris in the number 44, and alongside him is Elijah Gordon. And then row number 2, we got the number 12 of Colin Teague and the number 15 of Eric Monaco. In row number 3, Brad Stover and Nick Lopez, the most recent winner. Row number 4 is the number 60 of Sergio Alonso and Kenneth Miller, and running out the top 10 is Seth Cole. And last in points, Justin Perez in the number 18. You see the entire field in flame, and you will see the entire 16-color starting lineup on the side of the screen. And let's get things rolling off here at Richmond Raceway. Born some 50 laps as the norm here for the East Series for the most part. What do you think we will see here to kick off the 2024 on the channel for these East Series drivers?
I think that the race should kick off as great as it can and have this points battle go all the way. This is the best points battle that we've seen in quite some time, Nathan, and I hope that it really holds throughout the rest of the season. Who I have for winning? Ooh, I like Brad Stover. I like him on the inside. The inside is definitely where you want to be, just like Iowa. And like Iowa, this is a very inside-dependent track. You definitely want to stay there. Nathan, welcome to the new year. Take it away.
Happy New Year to 2024 and Happy New Year to NS Racing 97. We are going flag racing for the CarMax 150 at Richmond Raceway for race 4 of the Amsoil East Series. A great start from Chase Harrison, number 44. Elijah Gordon's going to get clear from Colin T for second. And the top 3 are single file as they are side by side before Stover and Simon Monaco for that 4th spot, and he should be able to take it here in 1 and 2.
Elijah Gordon getting big pressure from behind from Colin Teague in the 12, but so far that has backed down. But now Teague has to worry about Stover from behind, trying to take a look to the inside. Nothing there formulating. Stover got a bit of a better run off of turn 4. Is he going to take a dive, Stover? No, he won't. He will stay behind the 12 for yet another lap. Elijah Gordon all over the back bumper of the 44 of Chase Harris. He backs off just for a little bit going down the backstretch as we see Stover trying to take a look to the inside, but nothing formulating. Harris will lead yet another lap side by side there. That is Monaco, I believe, still stuck on that outside, falling back just a little bit. The 06 trying to take a look to the inside of Sergio Alonso. The 06 will take a look, and he's there. The 06 of Seth Cole to the inside of Sergio Alonso, and the 15 still dropping to the back. The 60 caught up on the outside, and the 06 takes advantage of that.
Well, this is a great showcase of what not to do. Do not get stuck on the outside lane, because Monaco is still dropping back in that number 15 machine. And we are seeing that Richmond, this racetrack is a lot like Iowa, but it's also not like a lot like Iowa. It's still see these drivers mostly run the inside lane, but they tend to slide up a little bit, either them trying a different lane or them trying to search around for the racetrack. Also, Gordon got a great 1 and 1 and 2, and gonna get a good 1 and 3 and 4 here. We might have a battle for the race lead here between Gordon and Chase off turn 4.
Great battle for the lead going on right now, but meanwhile behind them 3 wide. That was in frame on the front stretch. That is Jack Haas stuck up in the outside. In the middle is the TRD 20. Meanwhile, Elijah Gordon. Miles. Yeah, Miles had a moment there. Meanwhile, 44 trying to escape the clutches from Elijah Gordon. Teague trying to claw back up. Meanwhile, Seth Cole taking a look to the inside of Brad Stover. Stover trying to defend on the outside. I don't believe Cole is going to get cleared now. Stover reclaims that P4 position, and everybody sorts it out behind them. And Harris comes across to lead another lap. That is lap number 9 in the books.
And this is also another factor about Richmond Raceway, is that it can be a little bit tough to make a pass, but if someone makes a mistake like Colin T just did, that's one way to get to the inside. Battle for third, Stover and Colin Teague. Harris ran a little bit wide in 3 and 4. Gordon's going to close in a little bit. Keeping an eye out on this third place battle between Stover and Teague. Still side by side. Great stuff for this third spot.
And what this battle is doing is bringing Seth Cole and Jason Albert back into this, as now Stover clears for P3, I believe that is. Yes, it was. and Teague will try to collect his car and try and chase back down Brad Stover. The lead is maintaining just a little bit, though I would not be surprised if something happens here in the next few laps. But the gap between Harris and Gordon is maintaining very well.
Yeah, it's been about 2 attempts this entire race. Gordon's gone close a couple of times, but not quite been able to do anything. I believe Gordon was up front late in the mile race as well, so Gordon, I believe, is on a little bit of a hot streak, and if you can get on a 2-race hot streak, then you could move for yourself very, very nicely in the point standings with it being as tight as it is. Going with a little bit of a mistake in 1 or 2, he dove it in deep, lost some ground, and Harris is just doing a really good job staying on that yellow line and making no mistakes so far on that 14 of 50.
Elijah Gordon was chasing down the leader there at the end of the Iowa race, and so was Colin Teague in the 12, who just got past. No, he's reclaiming his position that he just left on Seth Cole as we were focusing on the battle for the lead, but Teague retakes and reclaims that P4 position, I believe that is. Harris still leading, but the battle for P4 rather, is not over just yet. Everybody here is so close together that one mistake and everybody's back together side by side. But only time will tell. Side by side right here, that is the 30 of Kenneth Miller trying to make a move on Eric Monaco, who is still dropping back since last time we checked on him. And this is not where Monaco wants to be at all.
Monaco's been struggling this season, I believe, unfortunately, in that number 15 machine. And yeah, he is currently 11th in the point standings. He has 2 top 10s in 3 races, but he's not been good on that outside lane all race long. And he can't get back to the inside. Gordon trying to close in on Chase Harris still for this race lead battle for the 5th position, as Teague will get past and lose not 1 but 2 positions, as Albert and Wintoff is going to get past this number 12. And a lot more calmer than Iowa, but we're still seeing a handful of passes being made all throughout this racetrack, but no one's been able to get past Harris, but Gordon really closing to the back bumper of this 44.
Harris moved up the track just a little bit. Meanwhile, Teague was getting wombo comboed there on the outside, as he just had to fall back before he lost any more positions than he already did. Harris up the track just a little bit. That's going to bring Gordon right back to his back bumper here. Is Elijah Gordon in the O2 going to make anything happen? No, not for now. Harris up the track more so than Gordon. That corner, the gap's still maintaining. This is all Harris wants to see. But if they do get side by side for an extended amount of time, look at Stover here in the 55. In the clutches, in the shadows of both of them. Gordon to that back bumper, a lot closer than before. Is he going to make a move to the back bumper? Nothing
Not
just
yet.
yet. Nothing just yet so far. But I would not be surprised if he has something to say here to Harris here in a few laps' time.
I think Gordon might have a little bit of a longer car. I'm a little bit of a better long one car, and here we go. Battle the race lead. Dive bomb in 3 and 4. Gordon and Harris side by side on lap number 21, coming to lap 22. New race leader Elijah Gordon, and Gordon might have a long car compared to Chase Harris. Can he get something here off of turn 2 and maybe do a crossover? Not quite. Now he's gonna have to settle back down and hold on to 2nd place and pull off those tires and chase down Gordon. And Gordon back up front. He has 2 top 5s this season, trying to get his 3rd and trying to get his 1st win on the season here in the Amsoil East Series.
7 in the points as it was standing going into the race, but if he wins, this is definitely going to boost him. As we said pre-race and throughout the early parts of the race, the points are just so condensed that any big names that come up or fail to come up to the front will definitely feel the impact of either way. As we see big names like Jack Haas, he's up there in points, 5th in points. He was at P last, chasing
16th. Dead last.
Wow. Yeah, that's not good for him points-wise, chasing down everybody like the 17 of Reese Michaels, trying to hold on to her spot there. Not been a great season for her whatsoever. definitely looking for more, but I guess she'll get whatever she can muster up as the battle for P2 is starting to heat up. Stover closing into Harris in the last few laps as we were focusing on the back markers here. But impressive stuff by Gordon. Let's see if he can try and seal it up as he wasn't able to do so at Iowa. Is tonight finally redemption night in the new year?
It could be, of course, Elijah Gordon. He's going to be a owner in the Cup Series. He's going to be owning Live Fast Motorsports with Wyatt Walker as his driver. Chase Harris is going to be owning a Cup team. And he's going to be having a driver of none other than the Different Range Cup champ Dale Camel. Stover doesn't have a wide yet. Seth Cole doesn't have a wide. Murnoff is owning a truck team. Albert doesn't have a wide yet. Teague doesn't have a wide. Lopez, Alonso. A lot of these drivers don't have a wide yet in the East Series, but some of these guys might be saying, hey, if you win the East Series, maybe that would be enough to I don't know, maybe get a team in the Trucks Cup to say, hey, let's give this guy a chance. So we just have to wait and see. But right now, 29 out of 50, Gordon is starting to pull away here at Richmond Raceway, about 0.8 of a second gap. Harrison second, Stover in third, Cole and Winslow rounds out the top 5. Cole into second, third in the point standings, only 2 points behind Albert. Albert is in 6th right now, so those two would be tied for the lead, I believe, on top of the standings as of now. It's so tight that it's hard to really tell, but I think that's how things stand as of now. With 20 laps to go, Harris trying to close in on Harris. Harris trying to close in and go in, and battle for 4th is underway.
Benzloff took a look to the inside of Seth Cole, didn't know if he was clear or not. Not quite. He was side by side on the backstretch, but not anymore. He's going to try and get that momentum back up as we complete lap 32, I believe that was. Benzloff trying to chase down the 06 again. The 06 slides up. Cole up the track near the outside wall. And Wenzloff will try once again all over that back bumper. Nothing so far. Let's see who can get a better corner exit. Wenzloff taking a peek to the inside. No dive bomb there, and they will still stay remaining single file for yet another corner and possibly another one. Here we come. Wenzloff got a better corner exit. Seth Cole up the track, and Wenzloff side by side there on the inside, and will take that position with ease as Wenzloff moves up to the P4 position.
And that was important because these three right here, Wenzloff, Cole, and Albert, are all 1st, 3rd, and 4th in the point standings. Albert has a 2-point advantage over Cole, and now Cole is 1 position ahead of Albert, so that would be 1 point gain, so that would be 1 point. Wenzloff is ahead of both of them and ahead of Albert, so I believe it would be Albert, Cole, Wenzloff, and Cole and Wenzloff would be 1 point behind Albert, I think. That's how things stand as of now. It's so tight, it's really, really tough, but I believe that's what it is at the moment. About the same gap between the top 3, between Gordon and Harris, and then Harris and Stover. Harris a couple of times has gone down to 5/10 of a second, but every time it's gone down to 5/10, it's gone back up to 7/10, so have to see if who ends up having a better long run car late in the going here, with 14 laps to go and the CarMax 150.
He gained 2/10 in the last 2 laps. Harris might have something, but then again, this has been the same thing that he's been doing for the last handful of laps, chasing him down, but never able to make something happen. And coming to the end of this with about a little over 10 laps to go, I think if Harris wants to make a move for the lead, he definitely needs to start making it now, as no gap differential was there last lap. But I just believe, I think that Gordon is going to gap him just enough to get this win if he holds on. But then again, Iowa East happened, and that showed that anything can happen late into the race.
Yeah, for sure. We didn't really see Nick Lopez in the foyer until late. and he ended up getting the win. So it's not over by any stretch of the imagination. And I mean, heck, in the Amsoil East race at Talladega, it went caution free, but we had 2 or 3 mechanical failures. So who says we can't have a mechanical failure to Elijah Gordon? I don't want that to happen, but it's an art. It can happen to anyone. Gordon's still doing a good job up front. And then Harris in second, Silver, Winslow, Cole, the top 5. Albert and T in the battle for position here between teammates. There's Nick Lopez in the 8th spot. Oh, Miles in 9th. Kenneth Miller in 10th. Pedro Alonso in the 11th. Battle here between Monaco and Perez for the 12th spot. And then Reese Michaels is in 13th, I believe. No, 14th, my bad. 14th for Reese Michaels. And then the number 1, the Matthew Bennett, not a good night here tonight. And he was 6th in the points. And then, of course, Jack Haas 5th in the point standings. He's not had a good night as well. Less than 9 laps to go, 8 to go at the line. And Harris is still trying to close in on Elijah Gordon.
With how short of a field that this grid is, and with how packed in the points are going into this race, every position, we're not making this up, but like every position matters. And that battle with, I believe that was Monaco, going side by side with somebody there, that was important. Like every position that is gained or lost, that's important stuff towards the points. Monaco has put up a rather consistent season, but nothing worthy of being up in the top 3 in points. I'm just afraid that with how late in the season we are and with the recent performances, Monaco might have to just settle for whatever he can get his hands on points-wise. Meanwhile, 5/10, this gap for the lead has shrunken in a matter of maybe 2 laps, Nathan. But Gordon his tires might be falling off, and that's not an uncommon thing, but it's definitely something that Harris is going to be taking a look at. Was Harris saving his tires that whole time?
Possibly this, and it's like I said at the beginning, this is the same physics limit we ran with the truck series back last year. In this race, it was, I believe, a 60-ish lap one for the truck series, and that one went caution free. So same physics package, GNS physics for Arca and Trucks, and we're saying the same result. Less cars, but still same result. This is going caution free, and who knows, Gordon I think has the better long car. He pulled out to almost a 1 second lead, but he's starting to get chased down ever so slightly by Chase Harris with 4 laps to go. But Harris, once again, he can only get down to 5/10, and then he loses 2/10 right back.
If you remember, Nathan, last season in the trucks, I believe it was, Elijah Gordon had such a hard season, and it was to the point where if he could pick up anything, like a top 10, top 5, that was good. 2 laps to go into turn 1, and this win is almost looking all but secured for Elijah Gordon going onto the backstretch.
Yeah, Gordon probably not going to be reminded about Pocono. He missed out on both the Cup and Truck Series chases due to Pocono, but 1 lap to go for Elijah Gordon, a dominating performance, and it was not completely easy. He had to hold off Chase Harris, who was maintaining about a second gap, but in a caution-free race, Elijah Gordon is going to get win number 1 on the season and win the CarMax 150, and he will get the first race dub of 2024.
What a way to start the year for Elijah Gordon. Of all the heartache of the past season, this is refreshing for him, most definitely.
Definitely a win that he probably needed, and the thing that we didn't really talk about, we did talk about Gordon being in 7th place, but this might help him be one of the contenders late in the season for this East Series title, because Cole was 3rd, 2 points behind Albert. Albert finished 8th. Cole finished 5th. So I believe that's going to be a 1-point advantage for Cole. Winslow was 3 points behind. So I think I think it's going to be like 1 or 2 points between Cole, Winslow, and Albert, and then you add Gordon into the mix as well. Oh man, it is so tough to gauge these the East Series here, but what a race, not caution free, but a pretty good one here at Richmond Raceway to kick off 2024. And Elijah Golan kicks off the 2024 season with a bang, with a win. What's the final thoughts of Richmond?
I think for Elijah Gordon that this was definitely a win that he needed if he wanted to, I don't know, be in contention for whatever he could here. Would you say that this is the midpoint of the season?
Yeah, it's race 4, so it's technically halfway. 4 out of 7.
Yes, it's around that point anyway. The point is, Elijah Gordon needed something good to happen, and it finally happened here at Richmond. This will most certainly bring him back into the fight for the championship. But that being said, with how tight it is, anything is possible. Elijah Gordon winning was a big upset for Jason Albert and these guys up in the top three in points, who didn't really have that good of a day and kind of conceded their valuable points and will most likely drop when this thing is all said and done. Elijah Gordon, a well-deserved win. Welcome back to victory lane.
Well, would you believe me when I say this, that we have a 3-way tie for the points lead?
You're joking.
Elijah Gordon, Seth Cole, and Shane Winslow all have 47 points to their name. And then Jason Albert is 4th, 1 point behind. Joe Alonso is 5th, 5 points behind. Chase Hillis, with that good one tonight in 2nd, he is still in good position going into the final 3 races of the season. He's 16.7 points behind. And then Miles, 12 points back. Silver, 13 points back. Teague, 13 back. Manette, 14 back. Lopez, 14 back. Haas, 15 points back. And then I think these guys this season might be over, at least for the title. Monaco, minus 19. Miller, minus 24. Reese Michaels, minus 24. And Justin Perez, minus 33. So, we might
Wow.
got some drivers out of the title, but we have a 3-way tie for the points lead, and then Albert is only 1 point behind.
Can I just say, Nathan, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for, from this point on, for the rest of the season, we are in for an unforgettable and remarkable championship battle. I don't think that there is an NR season like this one. The field is so small, the points are so condensed, the parity has been fantastic all season, and with a handful of races to go in the season, we are about to see something that we have probably never seen on the channel, Nathan.
Yeah, no, at least on this channel, we've had some close championship battles, but not something like this. Honestly, we've never had a series with only 16 cars in it, and we've never had a series that was only 7 races long. But to have a 3-way tie for points lead, with 3 races to go, boy oh boy, you don't want to miss ILP, Toledo, and New Simona. I can tell you that much. And we have 3 great short tracks left on the schedule. If you thought the season was great before, just tune into ILP, Toledo, and especially New Simona. Because this championship and this East Series could be the ARCA series of the season. Like, all 3 have been great, but this might be top the rest in the main ARCA. Boy oh boy.
This is going to go down to the very wire, through the fire. This is going to be fantastic, Nathan.
Well, congratulations to Elijah Gordon for getting a much needed victory to have a 3-way tie for the points league. I cannot believe this. Hale second, Stover, Winslow, Cole, Teague, Miles, Albert, Lopez, Miller, Alonso, Marco, Michaels, Perez, Burnett, and Haas rounds out the 16 car grid and the 16 car field. And until I believe 2 weeks away, yeah, 2 weeks from now on January 16th at ILP, my home track, or one of my home tracks, my home short track, I should say. Gonna be a wild one there, and we will see what will happen with the 3-way tie for points there. For Bronze Minute, I'm Nathan Stapleton, and we will see you guys next time for the East Series at ILP. Bye!
Bye bye.